As we got to know Daisy Dukes, several things became apparent. We noticed what a sweetheart she was, with a will to please. And we also noticed that something was clearly interfering with that wonderful will to please. Her previous owner would creep up on her back quietly and slowly, being careful to distribute his weight. Then they would take off for a 3-mile anxious run before coming back to the barn at a full gallop. There he would do an emergency dismount, leaving Daisy in an anxious, sweaty, lathered state. So when we brought her home, we thought about her story. She had been a first-level dressage horse in training. She was owned by a young teenage girl then. One day they went out for a trail ride and had an accident that involved barbed wire. After the accident, she was well treated by certified vets, and all her physical injuries had long since healed, but there seemed to be something more than met the eye. Even though there were only a few white-lined scars left on her beautifully glossy coat, it was apparent that she had many more scars on the inside. She easily became anxious and stressed under pressure, and we had not yet successfully ridden her. Groundwork and grooming were fine, but whenever we tried to mount her, she would step out of the way. It was clear she did not wish to have anybody on her back. Here at Strong Horse Trail Breakers, we believe in gentling horses, not breaking them, and so we did not force ourselves onto poor Daisy Duke's back, but instead began working on the issues we'd discovered. Why didn't she want somebody on her back? What was the reason? It wasn't just fear of having somebody on her back. There was something more. There was pain. We could read it in her body language. We promptly performed a manual ulcer examination and quickly assessed the presence of trouble. She showed signs of sensitivity in her withers and girth area, but most of all, we could tell it was her hind gut that bothered her the most. Suddenly, it was all clear. The body locations that were obviously experiencing pain were directly under the parts of the saddle that would bear weight and strap on. Then it would be tightened down to her, causing great pressure on those parts. It was no wonder that she didn't want to be mounted and have extra weight put on top of all that pressure that was already being cinched down to her. We instantly hit the books to see what the best way was to heal a horse with ulcers. Daisy Dukes was far too sweet to allow her to suffer any longer. Pouring through websites, endless articles, and antiquated books, we made a list of herbs and natural remedies that had been proven beneficial in treating horses with ulcerative conditions, and soon began topping Daisy's rations with our own proprietary blend of healing herbs. We put her on a low-starch diet and added rice bran to her daily rations as well. We also included a daily dose of apple cider vinegar for beneficial probiotic gut health. In conjunction with a strict diet and the herbs, we also began a retraining regimen designed to decrease anxiety. With this holistic program, we were soon able to return Daisy Dukes to great health, and soon Daisy returned to her most awesome self, becoming a true strong horse. Like, share, and subscribe for more.